My name is Nokuthula Dubazane. I am from Ladysmith, grew up in Ladysmith, and I studied my tertiary education in the University of KwaZulu-Natal in Pietermaritzburg. I'm a research intern and I'm doing my master's, and my master's focusing on wetlands and livelihoods. How do we use science to actually benefit the lives of people on the ground? How do we make research that actually matters? How do we work with ecosystems, and not only to just protect them, but actually to encourage for people to continue deriving the services they get from there, and to also increase the adaptive capacity of people. So how do we work with people in a sense that when there's a threat at hand, people can still be able to cope and be resilient to change? How do we work with social systems and ecological systems together and actually increase the adaptive capacity of both systems? So my passion and what's in my heart is actually to work with people and change the lives of people, and I feel that my research actually bridges the two, between the science and making science real for the people, and science that's actually grounded on real work. So working with people around wetland management, working with people around how to manage natural resources, and then that actually influencing my bigger research, and hopefully in the future influencing me being an expert that can influence policy and actually influence change. I think we've got legislature. We've got a lot of things happen. We've got a whole lot of initiatives that are being taken. We've got wonderful pieces of paper of laws on environmental protection. But I think we just need to get into the minds of the political decision makers. We need to understand their language. We need to understand what their country actually needs, the triple bottom line. We need to speak the language. So for me, what I would like to do is actually speak to, if I were to influence decision making right now, I would speak to the actual need to create jobs. So how do we create jobs in a sustainable way while still conserving the environment? So actually speaking the language that political decision makers have to speak in terms of the pressure that they face, but also saying how do we work with their mandates, but working with their mandates and also putting in our mandates, and not having our mandates like as a fine print, but having our mandates actually clearly stated, but still meeting the triple bottom line. Because I think that's where we need to be, at a point whereby we can negotiate and be at a point whereby we can put the two kind of needs and say, how do we work together with our different visions as environmentalists and political parties, political decision makers? How do we work together to actually achieve the same need of creating jobs and protecting the environment? My working in the sector was more initially my initiative, because I started in Standard 8 after I'd seen an advert for the South African Youth Water Prize competition, and I entered. And through there I met a lady who kind of encouraged me throughout, and is still kind of a mentor of mine. So encouraged me to stay in the field, encouraged me, and ended up being a colleague of mine. So throughout the journey, without her and without her directing my path, I don't think I would have been where I am right now. So I've had a lot of molding, mentoring throughout, ever since high school. The possibility and the networks and the people that are part of the program, I think what I'm just going to use is just tap into everyone. I'm wanting to network with everyone, take in so much from the amount of knowledge that people can offer, and actually offer some of the skills and some of the knowledge that I have. But I'm wanting them through the mentorship, through the networking. I just want to grasp a lot of information from people and learn from people, learn from people's experience, and where there's opportunity to collaborate on projects, actually to take those on. I applied for the GreenMatter fellowship because of the financial part, obviously, but also the fact that it came with the mentoring and networking possibility part. Because as a young professional, I think I needed that kind of thing, someone to invest in my professional development, and I think that's what the GreenMatter fellowship actually offers. I would like to be a social-ecological expert in the field, and focusing more on grounded research, but also not just doing research, but I want my research to influence policy. So I want to be, as much as I don't want to get involved in government, I want to be a very, very influential person in terms of what's happening within policy. So I want to do grounded research that will fit into what is happening. So yeah, I want to change. I want to change things. I want to be a renowned expert within the field. I like to be a mentor, and I don't think and I don't believe that I need to be 10 years experience to do that. I mean, on campus, with other young people that are still defining themselves, with not knowing what career choices to do, I feel I'm at a position to already, and I'm already engaging in such conversations, saying, but what do you like to do? How do you put in what you like to do with the career prospects? And as far as my community is involved, what I try to do with engagement with conversations with people is to say, well, we all come from normal and backgrounds, but anyone can do it. So what opportunities actually exist, and actually paint the picture that, I mean, anyone can do it, and it doesn't take a genius or whatever background, anyone can actually make it. So I want to be an example, a role model, and actually just a mentor as well to my peers especially, and to people that are coming after me as well.